Hey guys, this is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I'm going to be working with a Lenovo Thinkpad E14. This is a second gen laptop, and I'm going to show you how to tear down or disassemble it so you know how to access all the various components that I'm going to show you. So the first thing you want to do, guys, power down your computer, make sure it's off, unplug your charger, and then we're going to flip it over. And you're going to remove all the screws. You have 3 on the side here, 3 on the side here, 1 down here, and then a couple over there to get this bottom case off. No hidden screws or anything. So once you get those screws up, take your small, flat, preferably plastic pry tool and go across the outside on the seam and slowly pry apart the bottom case from the palm rest. After you get the bottom case off, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Before accessing any other components in your computer, guys, it's always best to remove your battery first. We want as little power running through the computer as possible so as not to damage anything. So we're going to take the battery out first. You have your screws along the top. You have 5 screws along the top of your battery, and then it plugs in right here. So instead of picking up the battery and just pulling the wires out, sometimes that can damage the wires. We're going to go for this plug right here, and you're going to grab it right on either side of the plug, either with your fingernails or with a small plastic pry tool, and you're going to put it out a little at a time, this way, that way, wiggle it out until you get that battery plug out, and then your computer is safer to work on. All right, so while you guys are working on getting the bottom case off and getting the battery out, I did want to shout out, this computer is sitting on an anti-static mat while I'm working on it. If you don't have that, guys, try to get an anti-static bracelet, something that can, again, help you not damage the computer with power running through it. If you need any suggestions for tools or supplies that I use in my shop, there'll be a link above. I'll also have it below in the description to my Amazon store. That'll show you some things that I use in my shop. After you get your battery out, guys, this is what you're looking at for the rest of the items. So I'll go through some components one at a time so we can see how to access stuff. So first of all, you don't have a hard drive in this computer, an eMMC drive, which is integrated into the motherboard. So you can't necessarily replace or swap out or upgrade your hard drive because it's part of the motherboard. But you do have this extra solid state drive port right here. You can get a solid state drive, put it in that port, and that's held down by this one screw. You would plug it in here, press it down flush with the motherboard, and screw that screw in, and that would hold on that solid state drive. Most of you will not have one stock. This is your CMOS battery, this small watch type looking battery wrapped in electrical tape, and that's plugged in right here. It's a similar plug to the battery. You would grip it on either side, and you would wiggle it out to unplug your CMOS battery. This is your RAM right here. Under there, guys, your RAM sits plugged in here, and on either side of your RAM stick, there's a metal arm that's spring-loaded. The way you would replace your RAM is you would slowly, gently pull apart those spring-loaded metal arms away from the RAM. The RAM would then release, and most times it'll even pop up a little bit, and you can slide it out of the port there. This is your touchpad ribbon cable right here that goes into the motherboard. Now, these type of ribbon cable clips, guys, are very fragile. Be careful when you're doing them. The blue clip end of the ribbon cable plugs into this white port on the motherboard. And the way that it gets in there and secures is this black clip. Now, this black clip on there, it opens and shuts onto the ribbon cable almost like a book cover. Now, the only way to get that off is to slide a pry tool gently underneath it, gently pop it up, and then you can slide the ribbon cable out, and then you pop it back down to secure the ribbon cable. Be very careful if those break, and they do often. If those break, you won't be able to find a replacement, most likely. So be very careful with those. This is your Wi-Fi card here. It's held down kind of like your solid state drive. It plugs into this port, and it's held down by a single screw here. So that's how you would replace your Wi-Fi card. These antenna wire, they run through this hinge assembly, and the antenna wire, they're just snaps. They snap on top of the Wi-Fi card. So to undo those, you would just pull them directly up, and they would snap off of the Wi-Fi card. This is your fan leading into your heatsink assembly over your CPU. To get the fan up, you would access these 2 screws, and then these 4 screws over the CPU, and this fan and heatsink assembly would come up. Then you can get some more thermal paste in there or do whatever you want. Last thing I guess you can shout out here, guys, is the speakers on the left here and speakers on the right. The wire that connects them runs down in this channel down here. All right, guys, well, that's the video. I hope it helped you out. If you have any questions, remember to check out the FAQs below in the description first. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you would like to leave me a question or comment, feel free. I do try to get to those all the time. I'll end the video now with a quick word from my affiliate partner, a great place to get games, Humble Bundle. At Humble, guys, you can get the latest games at great prices. They also have great ways to save when you're buying. You can bundle your games together in a purchase instead of buying them one at a time. You can also join Humble Choice, which is a monthly subscription service that gets you free games every month. And you can also feel good about your purchases because Humble has donated a ton of money to charity. And every time you pay your Humble Choice membership, every time you use my link, charity gets more. So it's a great website, guys, great place to get games. Check it out with the link above. I'll also have the link below in my description.